Hi Lisa, this is a quick video to show you how to build a form inside your website. So we're just going to go into the back end. Okay, and as you can see here, we've got this tab here called Forms. Now I'll just show you quickly. This will give you all your forms here, and you can also, if you want to check entries in here rather than and make sure they're all going to your email or anything like that, you can have a look at those. So entries here will show you how many entries have gone in, who they are. We'll also show you how many visitors views of that form you've had and what the conversion rate on that is. So at the moment 2.9%. It'd be nice to try and get that higher. We'll see how we go. But anyway, that's not the point of this video. We're making a new form in this video. So just clicked on new form there, and we're going to call this Higginbotham. Can't remember how to spell it. Higginbotham. In brackets, we'll call it hidden. Okay. We don't need a form description. Okay, so this brings us into here where we're able to build our form. So on this form, we wanted the following. We want a customer name, customer phone. So the first thing we're going to do is we take across these kind of things over here and drop them in for the form. So we've got that one. So now let's rename that where it says untitled. We'll call it customer name. And then we want customer's phone number. So we can drag over, we've got these advanced fields, and so we've got phone number here. So let's bring this one in. Now format, we've got that, or international, because we're not in the US, we want international. And phone, that's fine. Email, customer's email, staff name. So let's just go back. The difference between a name field and creating a single line of text is the name field brings out first and last, all that kind of stuff. It's just, I find it just easier to use a single line of text most of the time. So we'll bring another one of those across, and we'll call this staff member. And just to make this, we'll say customer phone, and we'll say customer email. Okay, next bit we need on there is the type of function. One, a wedding, or two, a private function. Menu, I assume you're talking about a drop down there. Okay, so what do we want here? We can have a drop down's probably the easiest. So let's bring that in, and what was it? Type of function. So field label, we'll make that type of function. And down here we've got our choices, so we only need two choices, so let's make that wedding. What was the other one? Private function. Okay. Number of people, date or time of year. Okay. So let's put a number in for number of people, just so they can't enter anything other than a number. Of guests, we'll make it say. And extra date of time of year and extra notes. So paragraph text for extra notes. That's an easy one. Date or time of year. Excuse me. I can put a date selector in there. It might be easier just to have a single line of text there. Then they can go time or event date or approximate date. That you might want to make that neater, but at least it will give you, what's wrong with approximate? At least it will give you an idea on, yeah, give the person an idea on how to deal with that. Okay. Just change this one and make that there we are. Extra details. Okay, so now we've got all our form fields. We'll update the form over here. Now in settings, we want to I don't remember where to do this. Sorry, it's the form settings. That's all fine. Confirmations. Yep. We'll change that settings. It's your. So let's edit that. Thanks for filling this out. We will get in touch with the client shortly. That's just what your staff members are going to see after they fill out the form. And then notifications, this is where it goes to. So the admin email we want is lisa@eventandflavor.com.au. The rest of these are all fine. From email, doesn't matter. From name, we'll call it Hickenbotham Inquiry, and that will do. So we update that now. Okay, so now we've got to put that on a page. So we're going to basically just create a new page. So we'll do this in a new tab. And let's call this Hickenbotham Staff Inquiries. We can change the name if that's not what you want it to be. Now, what we don't want to do is we don't want this page to be indexed. We want to keep it out of the index because it's not designed to be found in search engines. It's designed to just to be directed there so people can, when you know what I mean, when it's required, it's required. So let's take that out of the index. So that was down in this settings tab here in the Yoast SEO. Make it no index. We'll also make it no follow. We don't want following on this. And let's now publish this. I'm just going to go to Page Builder and make it look kind of pretty. Let's not do too much time on this. We'll start with, what can we start with? Start with a blank one. And we'll just take a row over, make that full width. I don't know if that's what you want to say, Higginbotham Staff Inquiries, but we can change that if you want something different. Okay, and now all we're just going to do is put a form, drop a form in here. If it lets us, it doesn't want to play nicely. Just want to drop into a new column there. Let's save this. Sometimes it just doesn't want to play nicely. Unfortunately, that's just page builders. Let's just go back in. There we are. Now it's playing nicely. Okay, and let's now search for form. And they've got something down here called gravity form. And since we're using gravity forms, this is the one we're going to use. So we're just going to drop that in there. And then we can select our Higginbotham hidden form. And there it is. Now, if we want to do any kind of styling or anything to that, we can. I'm just seeing if I can figure out how to center it. Center. Sections. Doesn't want to center. What we will do, though, sorry, I just cancelled it. But what I will do is I'm going to create a new row with 3 columns instead. So let's delete this run. We'll drop this down to 25%. We'll make it 20%. 22 looks good. So we've got a little bit of space, breathing space on either side of that now. Let's go grab our gravity form again, and we'll just drop it in the middle there. I'm just going to save that. Oh, I didn't select the form number, sorry. Bottom hidden. And that's just put the form in the middle for us now. We can do like extra styling, things like that. I'll just take you through a couple of things now. Sorry, phone's just ringing. Let's hide the title, we don't need that. Hide the description, hide labels. Now, as you can see, there's no labels on these forms, and the reason for that is because we've removed them from some of the other forms. Now, I didn't consider that before I did this. So what we're going to do, let's just publish these changes there. So you can see we don't know what any of these fields are for. So what we're going to do, we're going to go back into here and go back to edit our form. And inside here, we're going to copy all of these and move them to the placeholder, which is in your Appearance tab. Okay, let's update that. Let's have another look at that. So as you can see now, even though the colours are quite dark, we've actually got those things in there now. The other thing is they're all half width, so we can also go back and change all that too. So if we go into here, Appearance again, field size, make that large. Now I just want to check if this works. There we are, it makes that full width. So let's do that for all of those quickly. Okay, update that. Let's have a look at it now. All right, we've now got those fields all going across the page. And let's go back in our page builder and see if we can play with the colors and make it a little bit darker. Not sure where these are kept, so form border. It's probably not form border, it's probably section border. Struggling a little bit here. Inputs. Okay, here we go. Border color, make that darker. There we are. Placeholder, color, again darker. Publish that. And there we go. That's a bit better to use. All right, I'll leave the video there. Let me know if you've got any other questions regarding that. And just, yeah, or otherwise try to make one yourself. The only last thing I want to talk about here. So this is the link that you'd send people to for this page. So if you wanted to shorten that, you can also do that. So if you want to change that, you come in here to edit, and you could just make that say Eakin staff inquiries. Update that. And now when we view our page, you'll see the URL has changed. Okay, let's leave it there.